And finally, for our last story here, now some of you, pre-pandemic, when we travel from different places, especially if you go to the province, the distance so far, you feel tired, you want to sleep, but it's not possible. But with the advent of better technology, like in the case of electric vehicles, like in the case of Tesla vehicles, that the car is self-driving. Now, it's not fully automated, but it can drive itself. But guess what happens? People always take advantage of technology, and in this article, which is kind of funny. Well, funny in a sense that no one was harmed in this incident. So a Tesla driver, sorry, was found asleep at wheel of self-driving car doing 150 kilometers per hour. Okay, so the man was charged after discovering speeding in Alberta Highway, which is in Canada. So police say both front seats were completely reclined. So if you're in a highway, you would be surprised or scared what the heck is going on if you don't see anyone driving or holding the steering wheel here. Well, obviously right now, Tesla has this technology that if you're in a highway, you can let the car drive itself, but not fully automated. You cannot leave it as it is. Now, obviously, maybe the person here is sleepy and not sleepy, they actually slept already and had to sleep. So when the cops find out, this was alarming. This could have turned into a catastrophic event. Well, thank goodness that did turn out the way it is. Okay, so let's take a closer look in the article. Yeah, so as I mentioned, so the man was charged for speeding and dangerous driving after he was found asleep at the wheel of the self-driving car in terms of how fast 150 kilometers per hour here. Now, obviously, it sounds funny now after the fact, but if things turned out differently, if we were to hit a different car, it would be a sad story to begin with. Anyway, so the car appeared to be self-driving, so it would be weird seeing a car driving by itself, no one driving in it, then traveling over 140 or 150 kilometers per hour, where both people were asleep, right? Now, obviously, this technology has gone a long way from being in the carriage, horse pulling your carriage, to cars, and then now cars driving by itself. Now, obviously, the technology is not yet to the point that you can rely on technology to do the driving for you, right? And it's not an excuse. If there was an accident, the one person who was sleeping would be at fault here. And I think that should be reiterated, that for all people who is using technology, at the end of the day, the one who's using it should be held responsible here. That no matter how good or how bad the technology is, it's always the user who has to be responsible here. Hopefully, it's a learning experience for everyone that, if you're tired, you should park aside and, nap a bit. And then once you're recuperated, then you can drive again and go to where you're supposed to be going.